Hey guys, I'm Allison, owner of Reveal Hair and Makeup. In this video, I'm going to be showing you 3 different hairstyles that you can incorporate fresh flowers into for your wedding day. On my channel, we of course talk about hair and makeup, but since we have clients from all over the world, they're often sending us questions about weddings and questions about Hawaii. So as much as I can, I'll be sharing with you about weddings and about Hawaii too. So in this video where I'm going to show you a few different hairstyles that you can incorporate fresh flowers into, I have Brittany coming to be my model. She is actually one of our hair and makeup artists on the Reveal team, and she has amazing hair to work with, so I figured she'd be the perfect model to show you guys some of these looks. So we get so many questions about what types of flowers or how to have their like a bride's florist create a flower piece or a flower crown for our actual clients. We even get questions about this if you're just doing a photo shoot or even holiday photos. Sometimes, it is good to incorporate some fresh flowers into your look. And so I figured it would be good to have a model and to just show you a few different looks that work well with flowers. That way you can have a better visualization of what it might look like for you on your wedding day or your photo shoot day. So please join Brittany and I as we show you these looks. But before we do that, take a second to subscribe to my channel and follow us on Instagram at Reveal Hair and Makeup. Hey guys, so I am here with Brittany, our model. She also is part of the Reveal team. I'm super excited to show you guys these hairstyles, but I wanted you to take a look at Brittany's hair before I get started. So she has long hair. It's not super thick. Sometimes she styles actually with extensions, but she has enough beautiful hair for us to work with. It's in its all natural state, and so I'm just going to put some curls in it and do a down style for you, and then switch to a half up and an updo and incorporate the flowers. So here she is, Brittany, our beautiful model. So let's get started. So I finished styling Brittany's hair down, and we just did a bigger curl with some texture in it. I did curl it all the way down to the ends, as you can see. I feel like it's just a little more fresh, put together look than the typical beach waves that are super textured. So this can be brushed out as well to get like a really super soft big curl. And I'm gonna show you, and we have a few different flower options, but for having your hair styled down, I do suggest sticking with something that doesn't need to be pinned in too much. That way your hair can look all the way down and it doesn't look like it's half up. So I did go with, the first thing I'm gonna show you is it's like a partial flower crown. So it wraps all the way around. The flowers are only a part of it, so you're not wearing like a full flower crown. This is the side we had it on, right? Mm-hmm. So here is that, and then I just kind of like lift it up here to give her some volume. That way you don't have it looking like stiff on the head. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple pins just to secure it. Make sure she looks good from the front. Oh, perfect. Of course she does. Make sure there's no like frizzies coming up. And then, so when you're getting your hair done, you always want to make sure that you ask to have it pinned in, just because these, any flower crown is a little bit heavy for wearing it after, a couple hours. It might feel heavy on your head, so you're going to want to have it pinned, even if your hair is being styled down. Come along this side to show you. And if you don't have a hairstylist, you're just doing it yourself, it's good to pin it just directly with the direction of the tie or of the crown. Just make sure there's not too many frizzies. Then I'll have Brittany come around so I can show you the front. Okay, you can turn. There's Brittany. I'll bring some hair to the front for you to see. So this hairstyle, we did, a lot of our clients here in Hawaii like their hair curled a little bit tighter just because of our humidity. It's super humid today, so it is nice to have some curls that are able to drop a little bit. So this is just a down hairstyle, curled all the way to the end with a partial flower crown. So I just finished Brittany's second look, which I'm doing the half up. And so for her, I just did a really simple, like barely swept back half updo. And the reason I did this is, one, she does have some bangs. She looks really good with some hair out around her face. And so I figured since we didn't have a ton of hair to work with around the sides, a really like soft swept back half up would look good on her. And also you'll be able to have a good place to put the different flower options. So we kept her curl like before, just the classic bigger curls, some bounce to them, and then curled all the way to the ends. And then first I'm going to show you the comb. So this is a flower comb piece, and I'm just going to show you how I would put it in. The cool thing about this is you can really do any colors, any texture flowers, any colors. And because it's not going to show from the front, it is really nice to kind of pick something that goes with your bouquet. And then that way, you know, you have your bouquet in the front, and then when there's pictures from behind, you're able to see a little pop of color. So I'm going to put this in, and this one goes just straight down. And I always put it on the top of the twist, and that kind of gives you some volume. The flowers kind of act like the volume in your hair. And then I'll pull this up a little bit just to kind of give that flow. And then it looks like it's just softly swept into the flowers. Come around on this side. Make sure it looks good over here. So that is the half up with the flower comb in it. And if you were gonna wear this the whole time, I would definitely pin it. But since I'm gonna take it out to show you a different option, I'm just gonna leave it in there without pinning it. But to pin it, you just take the bobby pins and pin it across the comb area. So that is it. Brittany's half up with the floral comb in. So I'm going to take that one out, and I'm going to show you what the same, so I'm going to take that one out and then show you what the same hairstyle would look like with loose flowers. So I love loose flowers because you can totally create really your own look. So it really is fun. I always like putting the bigger flowers on the side closest to your heart. Obviously, these would have to be pinned in. So I'm going to go ahead and show you with it pinned in. So that would be just one. If you were doing this look with just one, what I would do is I would flip some more hair over to kind of balance it out, something like this. I'll show you and then I'll do that. Add some more flowers in. Get a bobby pin. And then I was thinking it would look good if some more flowers are kind of pinned throughout. So I'm gonna go ahead and randomly place a few of these purple ones. And this, you can really be creative and just kind of place them throughout. And then I pin these into once I kind of have an idea of the shape I want to go with. You could even do this without the bigger flower too, the bigger rose. Just some deep purples in there. I'm gonna come around this way. So I'm gonna add more on this side just to balance it out. And then I would even do another twist through here just to create some more movement with the amount of flowers we have in it. So it's good. I always suggest if you are doing flowers in your hair, just to make sure the flowers are there before you're finishing up with your hair. So that way the stylist can make sure they have the flowers to work with in case they want to add something to the look. But yeah, as you can see, that kind of gives it a little more volume and it kind of goes more with the texture of the flowers. Some spray. So that is the look with some flowers in it, some loose flowers. Some more texture in there. Yep. So that is half up with loose flowers. Okay guys, so I just finished the third look, which is an updo. We did a really like textured, flowy, low bun on Brittany. Like I said before, you can turn so you can show them. She does have some bangs, and so it does look good with that kind of hanging out around her face. So we left that for her face framing, and then I just did a really textured, flowy bun. So I'm gonna show you with the hair clip, the flower piece. So I'm going to show you with the flower piece. This one comes on a comb, what this hairstyle would look like with this inside. So I would suggest putting it right here above the bun, and that kind of just helps us all flow through here. You could even do a veil on top or underneath the flowers. We're losing a couple buds. We've been working with these for a little while, so. And I just put one more on this side to quick show you. You want to make sure it's in there pretty sturdy. And then that way the hair kind of swoops into the flowers, and then the bun, that creates like a really nice symmetrical updo. And the symmetrical updo is really good for wearing a veil too. That way you don't have like too much hair on one side. So this is a textured bun with the flower clip in it. We did leave some loose pieces out just to kind of go down the way her, the back of her shirt was. We figured that would be really flattering. And then I always add some more volume in here after I put in the clip. just loosen it up so it looks really natural. So that is an updo with a flower piece that's on a comb. So there it is. I'm going to take it out and I'm going to show you what it would look like with some loose flowers in it. So I think I'll just go with these purple loose flowers, just kind of put them in just to add a little extra texture, but not take over her updo. Come on this side. And really any flower works. Some of them last a little bit longer than others, but you can see that these ones are lasting really well, and they do have some texture, which kind of creates more volume in the updo as well. So I always say for loose flowers, you can ask your florist, but you can also just head over to like one of the flower shops and just grab like a bouquet, and we can work with whatever's in there and create something that works for your hair color and your hair texture. For darker hair, you always want to think of something that's still going to show up. So obviously purple does, yellows, darker reds look good on Brittany. So I usually work with, when I'm doing flowers, I usually don't like to do an odd number of flowers. So I'm going to add in one more. We have 4 right now. I'm just going to add in one more. And I think we'll go with it right about here. And that just adds something to the updo. So if you're looking for some flowers, but you don't want to commit to like a full flower crown or a huge clip, this is definitely the way to go. Just grab a bouquet or grab some stems and we can create something for your updo. That one needs to be pinned again. And I didn't do the bigger flower on this, but I can quick hold it there to show you what it would look like. So I would probably place it here, but I feel like it's just competing with the bun. So we want to make sure her hairstyle isn't fighting with the flower to make an appearance. So that is it. An updo with some loose flowers pinned into it. And last, I'm going to show you what her updo would look like if we had her partial flower crown on. This is a really popular look. A lot of brides will switch from having a veil in to putting in a flower crown after, say, the ceremony or after some photos. So I just want to show you what that would look like. And I'm going to pin it in and then I'll swing Brittany around for you to see. Like I said before, you want to like pin it in with the flow of the hair. So I'm just going to pin it in on these sides. And then I always lift the hair up kind of around it so you don't see as much of the base of the flower crown. Definitely textured. Okay, and then Brittany's going to turn around so you can see. Here it is, her updo with her flower crown. So you can tell like her bangs really help frame her face. And this isn't too big, you know, because it's asymmetrical. So it definitely offsets and then it doesn't take over her bun either, even though there are larger flowers. So this is Brittany's updo with the partial flower crown. So I really hope you enjoyed seeing these different hairstyles that you can incorporate fresh flowers into. I hope it gives you a little bit of inspiration on what you might want to do for your photo shoot or for your wedding day or even for your bridesmaids. You can also find some more inspiration of our work at Reveal Hair and Makeup. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can see more videos just like this one. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.